Hello children, how are you? Now it's time to read Rosie Plants a Radish. Rosie loved radishes. If I had a wish, said Rosie, I'd wish for as many radishes as I could eat. Why don't you plant some then? Said Worm. Rosie bought a packet of radish seeds, but when she opened it, she was disappointed. These don't look like radishes, said Rosie. Radishes aren't small and brown. Plant the seeds, Rosie, and wait and see. Can I plant them on top of my barrow? She asked. No, said Ladybird. It's too windy. Can I plant them under the big tree? No, said Worm. It's too dark. How about this sunny spot over here? Yes, said Worm and Ladybird together. Perfect. Rosie cleared away the grass and weeds to make a radish patch. Then she made some shallow holes. She put one seed in each hole, covered them up, and sprinkled them with water from her watering can. For 2 days, Rosie watched and waited for her radishes to grow. I knew it wouldn't work, said Rosie sadly. But the next day, Ladybird had news for Rosie. The radishes are growing, Rosie. Come and look. The seed has split open. A little shoot is growing up. A little root is growing down. Humph, said Rosie. They don't look like radishes. Radishes aren't small and green. The next day the sun shone. It warmed the ground. It warmed Rosie. It warmed the little radish shoots. At tea time Rosie felt hungry, so she went to look at the radish patch, just in case. It was full of little plants. They've grown a lot today, said Rosie, but they still don't look like radishes. Radishes aren't green and leafy. Sunlight on the leaves helps the plant to make food for itself and grow. The roots are as long as the shoots. But then it rained. Horrid rain! Ruining my radishes, moaned Rosie. Ladybird said they needed sunshine. But they need water too, said Worm. Let's go and look at your book. The rain soaks into the soil. Ooh. The root hairs are like drinking straws. The water they drink is full of good things from the soil. These roots don't look like a radish, said Rosie crossly. Radishes aren't long and hairy. Rosie looked at her radishes every day. She weeded them and watered them. The radishes grew and grew and grew. And below the ground, the radishes grew bigger. The plant stores its food in the root. And rounder. That looks tasty. And redder. The radish is nearly ready now. Do they look like radishes yet? Asked Rosie. Have a look, Rosie, said Ladybird. So Rosie pulled and pulled and pulled, and out popped a radish. It looks like a radish now, said Rosie, and it tastes like a radish too. If Rosie leaves some of the plants, they will flower and have seed pods, so she can start all over again. And that's the end of the story. Bye-bye.